In life, as a leader, you sometimes need to have an easy way to get across to your team how you expect to do stuff. One of my ways of doing it was a term we used in my last position was called I.C.C. So what does I.C.C. stand for? I.C.C. stands for impression, the impression that you give to somebody, how you come across. Are you friendly? Are you smiling? Are you looking in their eyes when they come into a room? It's that impression that really makes them feel like they're part of what's going on. And we always found that important because we were always focused on how do we get people past the barrier of entry. What is a barrier of entry? There are times that even with an open door, that your customer's not going to want to walk in. And they're not going to feel confident enough to come in to your store or your facility. So you had to have that extra impression that they feel welcome into doing it. We focused on that with the impression aspect. And that really opened the door that more people came and utilized what we were offering in our services. As you think about services you can offer, you have to think about the impression that you give. From the exact front door, what it looks like, to when they walk in. That's an important aspect of impression. The second one was communication. I talk a lot about communication because I think it's something that really people lack because not that they don't know how to communicate, they don't know what to communicate. Communication is about how do you tell somebody what is going on so that they can be educated in doing a great job. And it's all about getting them to do a great job. And if you can tell them everything that you're thinking, the more information you share, the better they're able to be equipped to get the job done. And we forget a lot because us as leaders sometimes don't realize that we need to share more. You need to be transparent. You don't need to hide stuff. The more you share, the more your team's going to trust you, and then they're going to feel empowered to get the job done. And that's really what everything's around communication. The last one is collaboration. We're not in this ourselves. We're together as a team. I don't care if you're a 2-person team, 5-person team, 100-person team, or 1,000-person team. We're all doing this together, and we need to collaborate on that same goal and what we're trying to do. We need to get together to do that, and we all need to be a part. We all bring value. Everybody who works in your organization brings value. Even everybody can see it. I don't care if you're the guy who's leading the team and doing finances, the guy who's working on the website, or the person who's teaching a class. Every person brings value to your organization, and you need to collaborate and you need to share amongst all of them how each person and their role actually helps everybody else. We found this so successful that people would jump in all kinds of different times, that people would come in on their off hours and work together to get the job done because they felt like they were collaborating across the team. And it generates all kinds of other benefits as you're doing it. I found my last team was so collaborative that ended up being 3 marriages from friends upon the team because they all got to know each other and they felt they had similar styles. And then they introduced each other to some of their other friends that ended up working together. If you can make a team that can have the right impression, communicate, and collaborate, you're going to have a team that meets all expectations and exceeds any expectation and any goal you've set. That's the type of team that you want, and as a leader, that's the kind of goal and the department and the area and the organization you want to set. Because if you can do that, anything can be accomplished. And it doesn't require funds, it just requires passion. I.C.C. That's what I recommend. You should have your own. If you have questions, please put in the comments below. I'm always available to answer questions. And always, you can email me and we can set up private arrangements so I can go in to talk about this more and how you can succeed in your leadership role. Hope you enjoy it. Have a great day. Thanks for listening.